You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
What up, people? Welcome to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. We are here again, another Monday for you guys to go ahead and see what's on Dad's minds. Big shout out to the LA Lakers who went ahead and won a championship. Went ahead and won a championship, man. We didn't get a chance to talk about that last week. But let's talk about it for a little bit, man. How do you feel, Bill?
First off, I think we should just introduce ourselves. That's normally what we do.
Wait. Let's get that out the way first. Then we can introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be on this too long.
Yeah. Because he messed up. So he said, look, let me just put
No. I didn't mess up. I just want to make sure that we straight with
we gonna touch this.
Giving their acknowledgement. And then
I'm gonna say congratulations. I'm proud of Bron. You know, I'm happy he got this ring. I'm happy for AD. You know, my man Rondo, I'm happy for them. You know, certain people on that team, I think, you know, this is definitely big for them. I don't like the way everybody's, I think a lot of people is like just downplaying the bubble and like calling them like the rec league champs and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like that bubble was different, you know what I'm saying? And it was different, but there was no home games in the bubble, you know what I'm saying? So that took a lot. So I wouldn't get ahead and, downgrade this championship. The way a lot of people are always, looking at it. And then, I'm just looking forward to see how, things are going to get ahead and go as far as for next season and when they get that started. But,
I feel you. D, how do you feel? Do you salute them? Do you think that
Can we start over? Because my son just came in and messed up I guess it's the dad, so I guess.
We don't have to do that. We good.
I want to get my belt. I want to get my belt real bad.
Yeah,
I want to get my belt so bad.
I saw your face and I was like this. I don't know who that is. Is it Rose or is it one of the kids?
Going on? Get out
exactly.
Get on.
They already know when the light comes on, and they hear me talking what
they
it
didn't
is.
hear you talking. You wasn't talking yet.
Gonna come in while I'm talking and said, Dad, are you podcasting?
Are you podcasting?
Yeah.
Are you podcasting?
Y'all pray for my kids. Hopefully they'll be here next week.
Hopefully they'll be here next week.
Are you casting with the pod?
Yo, stupid. How you feel about that? How you feel about the Lakers?
I congratulate the Lakers on a well-fought year, well-fought season. By far, given everything that was going on this in 2020, this has had to be the toughest season. And I'm not even talking about just on the court, on and off the court collectively. This had to be a tough season for anybody in that situation. So I give props and I give accolades to them because they're the champs. Point blank. No matter how people may feel personally or whatever, like at the end of the day, they are the champions. They were the best team
same struggle
in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So give them their due respect. So that's all I want to say on it.
Nice.
Can I just ask one question?
Yes, sir.
Who was braiding hair in the bubble? I just need to know who was braiding hair. I just need to know who's braiding these dudes' hair in this bubble.
Probably the same people that be braiding R. Kelly hair in prison.
No. Their family was able to come after a while.
Yeah, after a while, but they were still having fresh braids in the beginning.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Bring it up. Let me say this, and then we're gonna get right into our introductions. Damn the championship. The real champion is Dwight Howard, who I just found out is engaged to the young lady that played for the Sparks. What is her name? Taya. I know it's TEA. What is it? Taya. Hold on. Give me just a second now. Well, when I looked up, I said, good Jesus. Dwight Howard is winning. Damn the championship. What is her name? TEA. Taya Cooper. Y'all go ahead. Yeah. TEA. Cooper. Look her up. I don't care if you go on Instagram. I don't care what. Look her up. Yeah, I'll wait.
Who she play for?
She went to Baylor. Okay.
Boy.
Okay.
Boy. Dwight has came up.
Dwight. About time he married a sister.
That's what I said. The white that dude that you be like, this nigga got another ugly chick. Oh, you went shopping. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, what was the chick name that he used to date that he had the baby with, and she was
Come
on Loving
How old is Dwight Howard?
Huh?
36? 36?
36, I think. Yeah, because she's young. She's like 24, right?
23.
Yeah,
he's like 36.
Yeah.
He might be younger.
I don't know. We'll look that up. But it's your
I think
favorite
he's
dads.
younger.
While as we talk about a little bit of this, and then we're gonna get to into the dads talk. It's your
He's
favorite
34.
dads. It's your man Ace Brown.
Yo, and it's your boy Build a Billionaire in the building.
Deacon Comedy. God bless you.
Yeah, and let's look at Dwight.
He's
Dwight
34.
Howard.
34.
34 years old. Come on now. He ain't robbing the cradle too much. Not too much.
Yeah, he is.
Nah.
Good 13 years.
No, it ain't 13 years. You said she's 23.
He's 36.
34.
Oh, he's 36. I thought you said he's 34.
No, he's 34.
Oh, okay. So 11.
Yeah. He ain't doing too bad.
Dude, he was like, we got to watch him.
D counting down the year. Yeah, he got 2 more years.
He got 2 more years to mess this thing up. And she is open for business.
And then she's finished. She's for the streets.
He only got 2 years because Dwight ain't my boy.
Yo, he even got that.
But yeah, big shout out to them jokers, man. Did it big, man. Did it big. So let's get into some dads talk, man. D, what you got?
Snoop? But we don't gossip. Oh no. But we gonna bring you the real. We just snoop a little bit. Dad Snoop. Oh yeah.
Well, as you know, the dads are back with another dads talk. The dads, we don't gossip, but we do keep our ears to the streets. And I got a one for you this week. This is a very interesting one. So, brothers, I would like to hear how do you feel about this conversation that I happened to walk into? And the question was, can a truly satisfied man or person cheat?
What you mean, can they cheat?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Shoot, anybody can cheat.
If you are satisfied in every which way you can think of, if the person you're with is hitting on every box that you could ask for, can you or would you still cheat?
Well, not would you still cheat? I mean, of course, everybody know you wouldn't cheat, but can it happen? Yeah, it can happen. Even though all them boxes is being checked, like this, there could be something out there that joint just make you weak. You know what I'm saying? Or like you might be in a certain situation. Let's say y'all arguing, y'all going through it this day, and then you there with somebody. And, I'm just setting different situations up. So I don't put cheating past nobody. So as happy as you are, you can get and have that one slip up. It only take one time. So I would definitely say, definitely they. You wouldn't think they would, but I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. I wouldn't shut that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, you shouldn't if all of your boxes are checked off, but can you? Of course you can. I totally agree with Bill. You can, but I don't think it's wise. I think that a lot of the times women don't understand that their boxes are not our boxes. You know what I mean? I think that's where the problem comes in. They think that their boxes is our boxes. Well, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. Why is he still unhappy? Because he don't care about you doing this, and this. You know what I mean? He care about other stuff. And I think that a lot of women don't understand that you have to ask your man, what makes you happy? You know what I mean? Am I doing these things that I'm doing for you, with you? Are you satisfied with that? Are you cool with that? Are you, is that's what's keeping a smile on your face? Because some women and men, for that matter, bring the old relationship into the new relationship. And then I've even said this before with T. Some people leave things in the relationship and say, well, it didn't work in that one. It's not going to work in the next one. I'm like, you didn't even try it. Sometimes it wasn't you. It was the person. Just because you know, he didn't like you doing this, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, I agree
You know
with
what I
that.
mean? But there are some people who feel as though, you know, it's not good. You know what I mean?
I completely agree with you. On everything, and it's just very rarely I can say I agree with everything everybody said. So I give kudos to that one.
He said we're
But
all
I
on the same
find,
page for once.
I find that I think that's a gross misconception that people think that just because a person that a person who's fulfilled or completely satisfied won't cheat. Because biblically, I'm not even going biblically. Let's start first with there are always levels to everything that we do in life. Everything we look at, there are different levels to it. And obviously, if you go biblically and look in the word says that tells us that God will keep us if we want to be kept. So if we were able to keep ourselves, we wouldn't need him to keep us.
Mm-hmm.
So it just makes sense. It's just like, okay, there are things that play upon our weaknesses. If Adam wasn't weak, he wouldn't ate the apple from Eve. Like if David wasn't weak, he wouldn't call Bathsheba off the roof and like, hey girl, you're looking good in that bathtub. I know you clean. Come on over here, let me dirty you up. It was like none of these things would have happened if there wasn't need for to be kept to be like. And there are other. But then here's a question for you. So why do people? Why do you think? Wait, let me phrase it right. So what happens to those people who don't cheat or um who don't fall prey to um fall prey to the
Temptation.
temptation?
What
Why?
happens to them? They stay in a good relationship,
No,
and
but
they it's
why?
not
Why
just
don't they fall to it?
because they just
Why?
don't like some. There can be some people because like I put it like this. I think that there's some people that they think they got everything. 100% is everything. You know, I'm like I'll never cheat. I got this and that. She does everything I love. Da 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 da. And then you find out that there's something that you might want that somebody offers, and you like, oh, that doesn't sound good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you thought you had every box checked, and now that click that light click in your head, and then when you go home and ask, "Hey, can you do this?" and she say no, now you sitting there, there's a box that's not checked. You know what I'm saying? Or something else that might interest you, like, okay, this might take me there. And then it depends in different situations. I put it like this: let's just say you and your wife had a whole argument, y'all beefing, and she's talking crazy and this and that. And you like, yo, I'm going out, and then you go out and you see a chick. And chick is, you beefing with your wife, and now this chick is on you, and throwing it out you. Let's say it's an old chick that you used to mess with back in the day, or so you have some type of connection, not just a random. You have some type of connection, and you get ahead and cheat, right? Then let's just say that same chick, you and your wife, y'all just went out to dinner, had a good dinner, and y'all are cool, and you go out and see the same chick, and she try to offer it to you. Then you're gonna shut it down, like, nah, you really would want to do it, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm married. I can't go there. It depends on what situation you in. You know what I mean? And where your head is at that moment. So it's a time and a place thing. I really feel like.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. I have to agree that, like you said, it's a time and a place for it. But also, I think that willpower plays a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Willpower of not so much knowing what you have at home, but just saying, I don't, like Bill said, where you are in your own self. Like, I don't need that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to do those things. I could be doing these things or whatever. However, I still think that the temptation can happen, or the temptation does happen. It's just a matter of a person saying, no, I'm not going to fall victim to that. A lot of people believe in karma, which, could play a role. Like there's a young lady that, I used to work with that she used to say that. She's like, I'm not going to do this because of karma. She was heavy belief on
Mm-hmm.
karma, heavy belief that whatever you do wrong is gonna come back to you. And her thing was like, she thought it was, it was generational curse. I mean, if it don't happen to me, it happened to my kids. Like, wait, what? Like, that's what she thought. So those are the type of things that I would definitely say that, those things they play a major role. So like Bill said, it's also about where you at with your space, your headspace.
Also, I think it is a big. I think the biggest factor is fear. And people, as men, we try to act like, and some women too, like we don't fear things, but we do. We fear getting caught. We fear not living up to people's expectations, not living up to your significant other's expectations or her family's expectations. So those things I think run hand in hand. Like you said, Ace, with the young lady who thought about karma. It wasn't the fact of her respecting karma, it's her fearing karma, fearing what karma brings back to you. How at the end of the day, how people look at you or their thought process of you. And I think all those things are major factors into if a person delves into temptation or strays away from it. But yeah, I just I thought we wanted to go. I think we should go. I just thought we should go a different way today. We laugh, we joke around, but let's talk about something that maybe as men, as fathers, we don't normally talk about. Because nobody wants to talk about cheating. Nobody wants, and the only time we really hear conversations about cheating is when the sisters are talking about us and digging us into a hole. So it was. I feel like this was a great segment to have a conversation with the brothers and say, hey, what are your reasonings? What are your reasons for abstaining from cheating, or why do you think?
I'm glad you put that out there because I was about to say, brother. Black men don't cheat.
What are my reasons, you said?
Black men don't cheat.
For abstaining from it, period. So
one thing I'll get ahead and say right now is, I think I'll speak for all of us and, correct me if I'm wrong. We've all been down that road and it was like, look, I done messed up enough. I got caught in enough and now I got something good. And I used to get ahead and say all the time, like, yo, when I say it, it's crazy how I say it. Like, I don't mean it, but sometimes I'll be like, yo, I don't even deserve my wife for some of the stuff I did. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So for me to have her now and be on this level, it's like, yo, I've been there, I've done that. I made my mistakes. And now it's like, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I've dabbled, I've had mine. And now, I got kids, I got a family. So, and D, like you said, that aftermath is the real fear also, because let's say, God forbid, something like that would have happened. Then it's like, yo, I'm not only losing my wife, I'm somewhat losing my kids now because, she might leave and now she's going to have her own spot and I'm not waking up to have my kids at the house every day. So there's a lot of things. And like you said, think about what your in-laws and how they looking at you and your parents and then, your friends, her friends, and it becomes a whole nother thing. And it's like, look, is it that serious? Right. It's not that deep. So I just,
and I always look at it like that. I look at it as a rule of numbers. Mm-hmm. Like it costs let's just say $50 for a hotel room for a short stay. You know what I'm saying? Then, you got a lot of women that, especially if they know you in a relationship, they still want to try, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that? So let's just say you helping with half of a phone bill. It's an addition of, let's just say $40. All right? That's $80 that I'm spending, possibly more, but definitely $80 a month. It costs $18.79 for a big bottle of lube, and Pornhub is free. Hands out. And if you have the links that I have, you can switch whatever one you want to watch. Like you can clearly be like, I'm in the mood for a blonde MILF today.
On that note, that note, besides the fact that Ace clearly said 5 + 4 is 8.
Yo, you heard that? I ain't want to say it. Look, I'm
Wait,
like this.
No, did I say $50?
Yeah, you said $50, but it's okay. I know your math. You talking about? Yeah,
okay.
I get. Okay, yep.
We understand. We understand. Give a dollar, take a dollar. It's okay. We get it.
Bottom line,
knew you were going with it.
My hand pump game.
Yeah. Yo, why does this segment always end up with daggone point? You know something, Adam and Eve, thank you for your sponsorship again. And D,
There's
No,
been
and
another
normally,
dance
yo,
talk
I'm down
with your
to
boy
3
DJ
pumps.
Comedy. God
I'm
bless
down
you.
to 3 pumps now. I don't even that play button, that girl.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. I got a question. Help! I don't know how to say. Am I wrong? Ask Dad.
people, what's going on? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Ask Dad portion of the show. That's when y'all get ahead and send us in your questions, and we get ahead and answer them. So y'all can always hit us up on Instagram in the DM at Dad's Intervention Podcast, or you can email us at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com. And today we got a doozy, fellas, and I want to know how y'all feel about this, and it's kind of crazy. And it reads like this. Not sure how to handle this situation. Me and my best friend's father have been sleeping with each other for 6 months now. She does not know about this. Feelings are starting to get serious, and I want to be open with this situation. My concern is my best friend and my parents. We are 20 years apart. How would you handle this situation with your best friend and my parents? So basically, she's been sleeping with her best friend's father for about 6 months now, and the feelings is there now, and she wants to kind of be open about the relationship, but she really doesn't know how to break it to her best friend, and she doesn't know how to break it down to her parents, and they are 20 years apart. So I don't know who want to touch that first. I don't want to get ahead and say Ace, because then Ace gets all defensive. Like, yo, you know what? This is 3 weeks in a row that y'all brought me up.
No, this has nothing to do with
He
me,
said,
man.
I can't help with this story.
Yeah, this one right here. I definitely say this. I mean, for her friend is more hurtful because she never indicated how old she is.
No, they're just 20 years apart. Yeah.
So for all we know, she could be 30,
Mm-hmm.
and the pops could be 50. In which case, your parents can't really say nothing to you because you're of age. They could be.
Let me just put that out there. She is of age. Just it's not.
Yeah,
not
they
crazy.
could be disapproved.
Mm-hmm.
But you're grown. Like I said, they can be disapproved. Like, oh my God, why you can't find nobody yet? He's a little bit too old for you, so on and so forth. But I think the best friend is the one that you need to be worried about. I think the best friend, that regardless to what, is not going to want to hear that you screw on her father. Because first and foremost, how did this even come about? When did it come about? Was I there? Was it something that I could have avoided? I don't think there's nobody, I don't care how old we are. No one wants to hear that a close friend of ours is screwing our parent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how old it is. You know what I mean? You could be grown, but, you just sit there and say, like, nah, there's no way you screw on my mom's. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's the main person she needs to worry about. I think that, me personally, you have to factor in or sit down and think, is this relationship, or is this entanglement, or is this fuck buddy, whatever it is this dude is to you, is it more important than your friendship that you have with his daughter? And I think that's the most important part. And if the answer is no, then hey, do your thing. Climb the walls for all I care. But if you say, nah, that's like a sister to me, which makes it even worse, because it's like, well, why you ain't looking at her father as a dad?
Exactly.
But if she's like a sister to you, then I think that you need to cut it off.
Yeah. D, how you feel about that?
I think this is some bull. That's what I think this is. You know how long, you know how bad some of my friends' mothers was.
Yeah.
Yo.
You didn't know what MILF meant.
You know how bad these bad boys were when we was growing up, and we never once thought, no matter how much we thought about, dag, she looked good. We never thought, dag, I'm about to get that. Yeah. What is happening in today's generation?
Bro, I feel that same way.
And why didn't it happen 20 years ago when I was growing up?
Yo, that's what I be talking about with these teachers. Like you be hearing about all these teachers sleeping with these students, and they be bad. I be like,
never.
I ain't. There's only one teacher.
I never had a cute teacher.
I had one teacher. I had one teacher. I remember it was.
I had a couple of cute teachers, but
I was in.
Not me.
But the crazy, I was in 8th grade, and this one teacher, she was bad, and she was young, and I remember everybody knew that I was sitting there looking at it. And, I'm always joking around, and I'd be like, "Yo, hey," always, why did she get ahead and say in front of the whole class? She said, "Billy, let me tell you something. You wouldn't know what to do with it if I gave you written instructions with this, and that." And this was in front of the whole class.
Ma'am, you could lose your job. You do.
Yo, but the crazy joint is, I'm thinking about that.
What grade you was in?
I was in 8th grade.
See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have that.
I only had that one teacher. I mean, she wasn't gonna get, but it was so crazy.
Hey, Miss Whitley?
Nah, not where I was sitting there. Where I was sitting. Not saying that they were. I'm talking about where
Miss Whitley was bad.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Miss Whitley was bad.
You're talking about when you had the
little high top. She had that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is, it wasn't a teacher that was close enough in age to take that gap. Mm. And you was like, yo, this could possibly go down. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was always
It was never none of the teachers now. None of them were close.
No, they are.
They just
If you look at some of these stories,
some of them are.
Some of them are. Especially the ones that with the high school. And the senior is like 17.
Yeah.
There was no 20-year-old teachers when we was in high school. Yeah. You didn't have that. You didn't have Miss Johnson, who was straight out of college, coming right back. Yeah. Just wasn't happening. Yeah. Wasn't happening.
Yeah. But on this conversation here, though, I would just say I'm with you, Ace, as far as how important is that relationship with you and the girl. Because my thing is right there is already a line. You already crossed the line because there's a lot of questions that need to be asked and had right there. So I agree with you with the parents. Like, look, you grown, he grown, you do what you do. But as far as that friendship, that right there is the main thing because this is going to cause a lot. And then, like you said, I look at my best friends and like their mothers or whatever as like, I'm calling them mom like that, like, that's really like my mom growing up, you know what I'm saying? That's my other mother, you know what I mean? So I couldn't ever look at them like that because like you said, I look at them like a mother. So that's a whole serious conversation. You're saying this is your best friend. I feel like, your friendship is in question if you taking it to that level with her father. So I think that's just crazy to me. So wish you the best of luck with that.
She already there.
Yeah, right.
6 months. Yeah. 6 months. She's already
6 months. 6 months. She's been rocking with it, man.
And I tell you this,
right? It's just.
What the problem is she's probably watching too much Pornhub that says sleep with this one.
Dad sneaks in with
that. Stop watching those episodes. Okay, yeah. I watched all of them. They not worth it. So that's probably what.
I hate those episodes.
Yeah,
I hate those episodes.
It always start off with some weird stuff. We were supposed to share the room. Where's my dad? Who gives a damn about your dad? Take the bra off of her. Come on. Come on, take the bra off.
People.
I got 3 pumps right now. Come on, now I'm ready.
Them, but you're my best. Oh my goodness! I was changing my shirt, and my best friend's dad walked in the room.
I apologize for my brothers.
Looking at me like this with my best friend's. You're my best friend's dad.
I'm sitting here with
my best friend's dad.
I'm sitting here with my hand cupped like this. Come on, girl, get started. Come on.
People, thank y'all for sending in y'all emails. Y'all know what time it is. This is the Dad's Intervention Podcast. And this is the Ask Dad portion of the show. If y'all want to go ahead and send in some questions, send it in on Instagram at Dad's Intervention Podcast. Or email us at Dad's Intervention Podcast.
It's dripping down my arm. Come on.
At gmail.com. Till next time, y'all keep asking us the questions and we're going to keep answering them. And we're probably going to end up on Pornhub again anyway, every week. Squeeze
Come on, girl. This thing is dripping. Get ready.
No.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
Computer systems are offline.
We going in. I'm not baby's daddy. To the dad's cave. I'm not baby's daddy.
Shut it down.
I'm Pepe.
All right, people, you already know what time it is. It's time to get ready to enter the dad's cave. If you have never heard us before, this is where we get downright filthy. And I know you like, yeah, I've been filthy the entire episode. Well, that happens from time to time. All right, especially when you have the three funniest dads on the planet. You know, sometimes we go left, and sometimes, like D said, we get serious. But this segment, we get to go all the way left. Like we liberal left right now. Like
straight filth.
We like the fly that was on Pence head. Like we want the shit. That's what
we want the
shit. That's what it is. So all right. So here's a question that I overheard women saying. A couple women was talking, and they said a question. I was like, nah, that shouldn't be. But then again, it should. Should a man or a woman make stipulations on whether or not they're going to be with someone based on if they give oral sex or not? Meaning, for instance, the instance that came up was one of the women said, I can never date a dude that don't eat my ass. I said to her, yo, how can you just make that stipulation? Like, what if he never did it before? Or what if he did it, he wasn't feeling it? Then she said, could you date, well, would a man want to date a woman if he couldn't go down on her? Or would a man want to date a woman if she didn't want to go down on him? So bring my question, fellas. Is it okay for men or women to stipulate the oral?
I'll be honest. Hell yeah.
Right.
Okay. Let me just explain something. Please. You know what you want. You know what you like.
Come on.
So
Somebody.
Straight from the top, if I'm in this relationship and she's telling me that I like she's not giving me no head, like she's not going down, bro, I know it's not gonna work. And it can be a great relationship. And it's not even the fact that it's not gonna work. It's to the point like this. We can get head and work, but I live by this in my relationship now. If your wife or your husband wants something and you know this thing and you don't go out there and do it, somebody else will go ahead and do that. So I try to make sure that everything she wants, I make sure I'm doing, because I don't want to hear that I'm asking you for this, I'm asking for that, and you're not doing it. And now I have that urge, I want to go get some, and now I'm stepping out and going to get some head because you won't go ahead and do it. I told you what I wanted, but you're not doing that. So coming into the thing, yo, I'm not into that. Okay, well, this is what I'm into. And if y'all both not into it, it's not gonna work, because at some point you're gonna want that back scratch. You know what I'm saying? It's itching, and you're gonna be like this. Somebody come and scratch this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, look, sex is great. I need me some head. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just crazy. Like, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's better that you being real and open from the jump, rather than let us be in a relationship and you already know this person don't give head and you sitting there like this. All right, I'm gonna deal with it, but because you're gonna slip out. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather get head. Let's put this all, nip this in the butt from the beginning.
True. D, what you think?
I'm with Bill. Bill is y'all knocking on all the right doors today. We are all on the same page. You have every right to. You are the keeper of yourself. So therefore, if I don't want French fries, why would I go someplace to have French fries? You can't force me to have French fries. I'm going to go to a place where they're going to serve me all the French fries I want. So therefore, in that same point of me being over my own life, I should be able to go wherever I want to go and be with whoever I want to be with the things that they're going to offer me. So if you don't like giving head today, then that means I can go someplace else that love giving head and be happy for the rest of my life, rather than be with you and be missing out on something. So most definitely, you have every right to put every stipulation you want. And anybody who want to be with you, they're either going to meet those stipulations or they can, 2 fingers.
There you go. There you go. You preaching, brother. Yeah, indeed. That looked like it hit your chest. The way you was talking. He was like, get out my house. You don't want to suck, man? Get out. And then he's sitting there like this. Forget this.
See, that's the thing. My thing is, I totally agree with you guys. You know, when I answered the question, I was like, I said to him, I was looking at it from this aspect that maybe, just maybe, somebody may be a little bit different and they may eventually grow into that position. But I definitely agree with the two of you that if you're telling me from the jump and then you don't do it, I can only blame myself for not acknowledging what you said in the beginning.
Right.
However, there are times where there are a lot of men and women who put on that political front like they do these things. And then once you get into the meat and potatoes of the relationship, they stop cold turkey or they wean off. And it's like, hey, you used to do these things. What happened? Ah. And those are the people that I don't like. I don't like that. Because my thing is, if that's not your forte, hey, I don't give head. Okay, cool. Let me know so like the both of you said, I can walk out the door. I don't need it where, this is going to stop because, like you said, Bill, if I get that itch, I'm going to need it scratched.
There you go.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
want you using your teeth.
Yeah.
I don't want you being all aggressive because you mad. I don't want you talking about come over here. Let me suck your little stink behind dick. No, I want you to give me all the love.
I want you to be into it. I want you to be there.
Yeah, like it's not a task. It's a piece of enjoyment.
Yeah, don't. I hate lazy head, and I hate that you're doing this like it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Because I need you to be all the way there. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ace, you said something that they can grow to liking it. That is cool. But my thing is this: if you're willing to take that time to, let's say, teach or let to see how it grows on them, okay, there's a time limit. Because I'm like this.
But not only that you can it can backfire on you. It can backfire because let's just say it doesn't happen. You can't blame nobody but yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I agree on that.
COVID has taught us one thing. It's taught us that life is way too short. I don't have time to be dealing with the
COVID in with head. Hey, girl, COVID taught me. You get your head now or no, never.
Right.
He said, I can die tomorrow. You think I'm going to waste
no time for you to grow into it? Because the fact of the matter is, I can walk out the door tonight to right now to go to the car and I can lose my life. I can wake up in the morning to not wake it up in the morning. And therefore, so I don't wasted my life trying to hope that you can to grow into grow into enjoying something when I could have found somebody who's been enjoying it from day one. Why?
Facts. You definitely got to say that. Facts.
Yeah. Well, so I just want to let y'all know this. Derek just told us that that 2 years just got cut shorter. I think Derek just moved down to like 1 year now because you know what I'm saying. But COVID taught us, you know what I'm saying. Tomorrow is not promised. So I gotta cut that juggler.
Exactly.
What COVID taught me is happiness over everything, and I've been saying that for the last couple of months. Happiness over everything. I don't have time to be worrying about what people think of me, what people fears or what people's thoughts of. Is about my happiness at the end of the day. I can't worry about everybody else's happiness. I got to worry about Derek's happiness. What has made Derek happy? What did it make me happy for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, or 20 years? It's about Derek's happiness. Because why am I hurting myself for not being happy so that you can be happy? So you at home with a big old smile on your face, and I'm sitting there with a frown. Happiness over everything.
True.
That might go on a shirt.
True. I'm definitely with you, man. I'm definitely with you. Well, people, you already know. If you want to talk about something in particular, just like the ask that, go ahead and hit us up on our email at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com and put in the subject Dad's Cave, and we will talk about it. And if you would like to sponsor any one of our segments, please do the same. Just enter sponsor in the subject banner or subject bar. And also follow us on Instagram at Dad's Intervention Podcast, where we go ahead and post a lot of things. We let you know when things is coming up, such as shows and what we got coming up on our plate. So make sure you go ahead and follow us and tell a friend to tune in every Monday at 8 p.m. And you can also listen to us on all your music streaming platforms. All right. So until next time, we always say, Bill,
People, watch who you call your best friends. Because I'm telling you right now, if my best friend try to tell me that he's hit my mother, everybody got to die.
Bang,
Everybody
bang.
got to die. Chitty,
Bang.
chitty, bang,
Bang.
bang. Oh, man. D?
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 He turned his mic off. I
I'm sorry, because I didn't want to have to tell you that I banged your mother.
Yeah.
What?
Yo, I'll be right over.
What?
He's stupid.
Happiness over everything. God bless you.
Yo, no, we got to fight.
Jesus, brother. Well, okay. So,
Nah, man, this dude just said he slept with my mother, man. Yo, D, you get very disrespectful these days, yo. Okay. Okay. You're not going to Dre me. I'll fight back.
Jesus. Well, and I will always say this. In closing, you might want to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to please your significant other. In fact, you want to make sure that you're doing everything and more to please your significant other. But fellas, if all else fails, on Wednesdays, Mandy Flores puts out a new video. 3 pumps. That's all it takes. Good night, y'all.
Yo.
That's all it takes.
Good night.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.